Hello there. Welcome down to today's football news. We have got loads to get through, so we're just going to get straight in. Let's get cracking. So there's been news on the Branthwaite transfer situation. So that is what we are going to begin with today. So the agent Fabrizio Romano has said on his YouTube channel that he suggests that suggests Branthwaite has been described as an incredible defender by journalist Bent Valley, I think that's her, is tempted to join Man United, but Everton are reluctant to lower their demands. The reported offer of £35 million was offered and rejected by Everton. So Everton are sticking at the 65 to 70 million asking price for Branthwaite. So I'm just going to pull this up now, just to show you what was said on the Fabrizio Romano's YouTube channel. So it says Manchester United keep working on a new centre back. Branthwaite remains on the list, as I told you yesterday. Man United will do that only in case it's not going to be crazy money. But at the moment, Everton wants 65 to 70 million pounds for Branthwaite. So it's not an easy deal at all. Even if Man United has the green light from the player, at the moment, Everton keep asking, according to Manchester United, too much for the player. So let me just take that back down. So, according to Give Me Sport, and the title says Manchester United have green light from Branthwaite. I don't know how true this is, but this Fabrizio Romano seems to be pretty much on the ball when he's talking about transfers and stuff like that. So they're searching for a replacement for Raphael Varane, and it does seem that Branthwaite is top of the list for a new defender. So we're just going to scroll through this quickly and just get this up for you. And I'm getting a dab hand at this now. Here we go. So Manchester United have green light from Branthwaite, as it says there, and then it just goes on to say, as I've said, Manchester United believe Everton are asking too much for the defender. Now, in this day and age, if you want a defender, a quality defender, this sort of money is not. I don't think it's astronomical. And this lad has got all the credentials, all the ability to be one of the best in the Premier League, if not the world. Let's just continue with this. So it's a Everton report we want 65 to 70 million pounds for this talented defender. Let's not forget, Branthwaite is still at the start of his career. It's not like he's 26, 27, 28, and he's at his peak. This is an investment, and that's why everyone wants to after so much money. I think, back in the mid 2000s when we sold Wayne Rooney for, I think it was around £30 million. Back then that was big money. But look at what they got out of him. Right now, this is all going to tie in later because we've got a theory, and I'll tell you what that theory is in a little while. United reportedly saw a £43 million bid for Branthwaite rejected earlier this month. So, Branthwaite, still an Everton player at the moment, but if Man United get anywhere near the asking price, that could well change. So we are keeping an eye on that daily basis. I've got every single notification on Sky Sports, the lot. to keep an eye on what's happening with that particular story. Okay, we are moving on to our next story. We will come back to that Gemma Branthwaite thing because it will tie in with the last part of this stream. Okay, so next, Arnie Flat's first Liverpool interview. Okay, so it's been a few weeks since he's been appointed now. Should we just share our screen again? Yeah, let's just do that, and then we can just go through it together. So I can't set this up to share the screen. We've got to do it live. Okay, let's just make sure that's worked. Yeah. Okay, so Arnie Flat's first Liverpool interview. New Ed's boss reveals he's been watching old training sessions. So I think most managers will probably just watch old matches, see how the team's setting up, etc., etc. But Arnie Slot has gone one further, and he's been watching old training sessions that have been taken by former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp. So Arnie Slot spent his first few weeks as Liverpool head coach by studying not just matches but training sessions to get a feel of the playing style and culture of his new team after replacing Jurgen Klopp. Just goes on to say, Klopp replaced the legendary German on a 3-year deal from Feyenoord, where he won the Adversie, I can never say that, the Dutch League and the Dutch Cup, and officially started working with Liverpool on the 1st of June, so just under 3 weeks ago. He first spoke publicly for the first time on Wednesday afternoon, so today, I'm sure you'll be able to find that interview if you search for that. And it won't be too hard to find. We're just like skimming over this. We're not going into great detail. There he is himself. There's Jurgen Klopp. So he's been watching old training sessions. He does discuss all things like recruitment and things like that. So if you can find it online, it might be worth a decent watch for you. So that remains to be seen. Is he going to try and replicate the playing style of Jurgen Klopp and try and keep that momentum going, or is he going to implement his own style with bits and pieces? That remains to be seen. Leave your comment in the comment section below. What do you think his first season is going to be like? Because I've said this about a number of different appointments in the past. For example, when Alex Ferguson left Manchester United and David Moyes took over, he was in a lose-lose situation, no matter what. And I do think the Arnie Slot has got his work cut out for him, just with taking over from the Jurgen Klopp, who was there for 9 seasons, I think he was. And obviously, he's built the club up from having the likes of Paul Kinchewski, sorry, can stop here now. Paul Kinchewski and defenders like that to the team you see Liverpool are today. So I do think Arnie Slot is maybe in a bit of a lose-lose situation, but he could really pull out the bag. You don't know. If you have got any comments on that, just leave them in the comment section below on the live chat just to decide, and we will certainly highlight them throughout this stream. So I've been a busy boy looking through for stories. The next one is actually about Manchester United, and then we've got a couple more Everton stories, and then we're going to be keeping an eye on Liverpool transfers and stuff like that. So Mason Greenwood last year was on loan at Getafe, which has a decent season. Apparently, Lazio have opened up talks with Manchester United over a £30 million summer move for Mason Greenwood, with fee for forward potentially rising due to performance-related add-ons and stuff like that. So we're just gonna go through. Let's go through this one. And just get it up. Here we are. Okay. So, as I say, Manchester United have received an offer. Apparently, this is exclusively from the Daily Mail. We've seen this. Branthwaite open towards with Manchester United with 30 million sweep for Mason Greenwood. United are now bracing themselves for other clubs to formalise their interest in Greenwood after the Italian clubs made their move for the forward. Lazio has a long-standing interest with the striker. Talks are developing positively over an initial £30 million fee that could rise with performance-related add-ons. Obviously, with the history of this player, I do think maybe he does, and it will benefit everybody, like Manchester United, the player. I do think it'll just benefit him moving out of England to a new surrounding. Obviously, when he went to Getafe, he's done really well. He's been out of the English spotlight, if you like, after that court case that collapsed in the end, I think it did. So I do think that will be a good move for all parties involved. Okay, so that was from the Daily Mail, and that was where Mason Greenwood, the Manchester United forward. Okay, so next one. Get back to this one. Okay, so the next one is Jack Harrison. Fabrizio Romano has reported via his X or Twitter account, whichever one you want to call it, Everton are close to signing Jack Harrison on a loan deal from Leeds United. Nancy Froston reports his return is concrete. I'm guessing that's supposed to say a concrete possibility. It doesn't, but whatever. Waiting to clarify some details in order to make this happen. Right. So, Jack Harrison was on loan to Everton from Leeds last season. Personally, I don't think it was. I don't think it was that great, to be honest. Like personally, I don't think he was the player we needed. It still baffles me now why Dan Juma wasn't being used when he was fit, and they always opted for Jack Harrison. I think there is better players out there, but I'm not the boss. You and Dyches, and obviously, if he's fitting in his plans, then that's up to him. What do you think, Evertonians? Jack Harrison back? Would you be pleased with that? It's another loan deal. What do you think about that? Are you happy with that? Would you like to see Everton go for somebody else, or are you content with having Jack Harrison back again? As I say, I've just told you my thoughts on that situation. Okay, so the final one. We've got another screen share for this. The Everton takeover. Okay. So I'm just going to share the screen for you. One moment. And we're looking for that one. So it's been reported by the Liverpool Echo that Farhad Moshiri has been warned as unique Dan Friedkin will have a new stadium vision. Now, the American billionaire reported this on Sunday. And have been warned not to let the proposed takeover deal with the high flyer Dan Friedkin slip through their fingers. as the sky could be the limit under the Californian-born billionaire at the new stadium. Now, basically, what this article is saying is Everton need to get this done. So if Farhad Nashiri cares about Everton, I think this is the buyer, the potential buyer that he needs to sell to. Now, it has been reported an offer has been accepted, so let's see what happens there. The Premier League buying rules have got to be met for this deal to go through. But if this deal goes through, according to this document, which is on MSN.com, this could be really, really good for Everton for that. Now, I said earlier about Gerard Branthwaite and the proposed deal. There have been little murmurs. Nothing's been confirmed that I can find, but there have been little murmurs that there is interest from Real Madrid for Gerard Branthwaite as well. But as I say, none of them are confirmed at the moment. Now, this is all ifs and buts at the moment, but if this takeover goes through from Dan Friedkin, okay, if that goes through, we don't need to sell them. We can keep them because at this moment in time, there's no doubt about it. Everton need to sell some of their star assets to remain afloat, to avoid going into administration. If this takeover can happen, then Everton don't need to do that anymore. You know, it's from what I can see. I don't know whether it's this black and white, but from what I can see, problem solved. And then we can keep the likes of Gerard Branthwaite, Amadou Onana, Jordan Pickford. We can keep them. We don't have to start selling off our star assets. But let's be honest, last season we had no Gerard Branthwaite, we had no Onana, we had no Jordan Pickford. We would have been absolutely try not to curse on these live streams. We would have been absolutely buggered if we never had them three. And I think them three are the three key players. They are like the backbone of that team. Maybe James Tarkowski as well. Maybe them four players. Obviously, James Tarkowski is not going to go anywhere. But them four players, Pickford, Branthwaite, Onana, and Tarkowski, were the backbone of that Everton team last season. And they were so important for Everton getting up on where they were. So if they have to sell even two or three of them four, where does it leave Everton? Where does it leave them? So what I'm saying is we need this takeover to happen. Nothing's been announced. Nothing. There's been no other movement on it at the moment. I did just find that document when it was released 2 hours ago. I did just find that document when I was doing some research and basically putting this stream together. What I wanted to talk about and what I wanted to outline. So, just going back to the Liverpool manager, Arne Slot. I don't mind when I can't show you something. I don't mind getting it from somewhere else. I really, I don't mind as long as it's like an official channel. I really don't mind doing that. How am I? Let me just try and do it. Just going to put this in the chat. So this is the interview, and now I will only ever send it to official channels. So if you have a look at our live chat, I've just put the video in where you can watch the full interview. Obviously, for copyright reasons and whatever, I can't stream that to you. So there it is. If you haven't seen it, I don't know where the chat will be. I think it might be there. I think, or if you're watching on the phone, it'll be below. I've just put it in the chat, so go and take a look at it, and you'll be able to watch the full interview there. So, just a couple of updates with my actual YouTube channel. So we're going to start doing stuff like this on a regular basis, especially through the transfer window. That does not mean we're not going to be doing the stadium updates. So I've got stadium updates coming out tomorrow and Friday as well. We've got a couple of watch-alongs which we're doing tonight and tomorrow. Just the home nation teams we're gonna do them for. And the other thing is this background at the moment. So the new we've got a new recording space which is under construction, and we're hoping to get in there for the 1st of July. So when we get into that new recording space, obviously we just won't have a white background. We'll have a proper recording space to do this. This is just a quick fix while we're getting through these new breaking news stories and stuff like that. So have a great week. If we don't see you, Scotland are playing Switzerland later on at 8 o'clock. We're going to be doing a live watch along for that. And then we've got the England game tomorrow versus Denmark. So just an update, if you haven't seen, Germany are currently winning 1-0 against Hungary. Musiala scored after 22 minutes to put the hosts ahead. And if it stays like that, obviously Germany will progress through to the next round with a game to spare. And the Scotland team for tonight. Right, so I wouldn't say it's a must win, but what it definitely is, it is a must not lose for Scotland. So let's see how they get on. So we will leave it there, and we will see you later on for that watch along, and then we will be back either tomorrow or Friday with the next round of news updates. So take care of yourselves, and we will see you very soon.